Back to Further Solutions Academy. I really appreciate you all for all what you have been doing. Just keep on with it. Share the video across to your friend. If you have not pressed the subscribe button, press it now for for direct update from us. At this point, we have a lot of videos for you to watch, and you are good to know about it. On this video, I'll be working on definite integral, and in the previous video, I've explained indefinite integral, which I think I was explaining something like this: x raised to power n dx, which is x raised to power n plus 1 divided by s n plus 1 plus k plus k. This is what normal way of integrating indefinite integration or integral, anyhow you call it. Now, but if I'm talking about indefinite integral, that the story is different. For instance, if a question is asking from you, find y with respect to x if the slope, or it can be if the gradient if the gradient is let me pick up a problem there. If the gradient is 10x cubed, 10x cubed plus. Now you are asked to find this. If the gradient is this, now solution to this problem. At a point at point 3, 1. Let me just put 1, 3. Now, at a point 1, 3. Now, if I have something like this, solution to this problem, just for better understanding, what I will just do, my gradient equals to y, equals to this, which is going to be 10x3 plus 3x, which I'll be having dy equals to 10x plus 3x bracket of the x. Now I will integrate y equals to 10x 3 plus 1, which is going to be 4 plus divided by 4, 3x squared divided by 2 plus k. Now this is indefinite integral. Now for me to make it now at point 1, 3, it means my s equals to 1, my y equals to 3. It means I can say that my y, which is going to be what? 3 equals to 10 all over 10 raised to power divided by 4 plus 3 bracket of 1 squared divided by what? 2 plus k. Now I will be having 10 all over, which is I'll be having 5 all over 2 plus 3 all over 2 plus k equals to 3. Now, the LCM is 2, which I'll be having 6 equals to 5 plus 2. That will be 8 plus k. Now, my k will be equals to 6 minus, which is my k equals to minus 2. Now, since my k equals to minus 2, and I think I'll be having y will now be equals to 10x raised to power 4 divided by what? 4 plus 3x squared divided by what? 2 minus k. What is my k? This is my k, minus 2. Can you see? This is what? My general equation, the equation, which is the you are looking for what? You can call it function, you can call it equation, anyhow you want to do it. But in this case, I'm just trying to talk about the application part of it. Now, let me try to talk about definite integral. Definite integral, which is, I'm just trying to work on the review of the last video, which you need to understand that very well. Now, I'm talking about definite integral. Definite integral is just like you are having of n, m, f of x dx. That is how to this. Now, let me put s raised to power n. Let me s raised to power p Can you see? With respect of what? X. Let me use this to explain myself. Now, if I'm to talk about this, this is same thing as what? If I should integrate, I can say SP plus 1 divided by P plus 1. Now, this time around, no constant K. Take note of that. No constant K. I've integrated now. Now, what I will just need to do, I will have M and I will have my N. Or I can represent it this way, P plus 1 divided by P plus 1 in this form, M and N, anyhow you want to do it. Now, I can now continue by saying that what? Upper limit minus lower limit. That is all we need to know. Upper limit minus what? Lower limit. What is my upper limit? Anywhere the S is, you will put upper limit, which is my N, which I'll be having MP plus 1 divided by P plus 1 minus, lower limit is what? N P plus 1 divided by what? P plus 1. Now, I will now do my LCM, which I'll be having my P plus 1. I'll be having MP plus 1 minus P NP plus 1. Can you see? That is my answer. That is my answer. Now, can you see at this point there is no plus K? You are just doing the upper minus what? Lower. I have some problems here. For instance, take note of this very well. For instance, I have integral of 3, 1 with x raised to the power 2 plus 1 with respect of x. Okay, let me use minus here. And I have another problem here. Okay, I have integral of x squared 2x bracket of the x. And I have 2 and 3. Can you see this? And okay, let's try to work on this very well. Solution to this problem. What you just need to do is that I will be having integral of x squared minus what? Which is respect of s, 3, 1 minus integral of 1 dx, 3, 1. I'm just telling you that you can break it down like the way we did in the last video. Now, this one will be x raised to power 3 all over what? 3, 1 minus x, which is going to be what? 3, 1. Now, or another way, the way the question is x raised to power 3 all over 3 minus x 3 and 1. Now, upper limit minus lower limit. It means 3 raised to power 3 all over 3 minus 1 raised to power 3 all over 3. That is my first one, minus 3 raised to power, okay, 3 raised to power 1 all over 1. Okay, there's no 1 there, minus 1 all over 1, which is going to be 1. Can you see? That is it. Or you have 3 raised to power 3 all over 3 minus 3 powering 1 minus 3, x raised to power, which is 1 raised to power 3 all over 3 minus 1 powering 1. Now, either of the two. Permit me to rub this thing because I need to move it further for better understanding. Now, I cannot continue by having this one will give us 27, which will be 9 minus 1 all over 9 minus this will give us 3 minus 1, which I'll be having. This will be 18 minus 1 all over 3 minus what? 2, which I'll be having 17 all over what? All over. So. No, this will be 27. I'm so sorry. Which is going to be what? 26 all over 3 minus 2, which I'll be having minus 6, which I can say minus j 6 all over what 3, which I'll be having 20 all over 3. Now let me solve this one in that way. Look at this also. It will be, hope I'm not making a mistake. No. Now this will be equals to 9 minus 1 bracket of 1 all over 3 minus 1. Now let's see, this one will be what? I'll be having this is going to be 8 minus, that will be 2 minus 2 all over 3. Now minus 2 all over 3, which I'll be having this times this, that will be 24. Hope I'm not making any mistake. Oh, okay. This is going to be minus 3. I'm so sorry about that. I've lost that 3, which I'll be having. Here will be 6. Here will be 18 minus 20 divided by 3. Now, which I'll be having 20 all over 3. Can you see they are the same thing? They are the same thing. These are the things you need to understand here. Now, let me try to give out some problems that are common in our post-term and other parts of the international exam, especially Becker and other parts, you know. Okay, now, look at this question that somebody can ask you somewhere and you need to supply the answer immediately. Okay, I have this type of problem. Look at this problem. Okay, look at the one I wrote the other time of 2. This is 2 of x cubed minus 2x with the hex. Now, and also I have another one this way. Integral of pi of 0 cos square minus 1 divided, this is theta minus sine square theta with respect of theta. And I have another one. Permit me to be writing the question like this so that we can touch it and be fine with it. I have integral minus 1 x bracket of s4 s raised to power 2 plus 1 with respect of x. Now, I think with this, we should be fine. We should be fine. There are cases of questions like this which we need to understand. Okay. Now, I have this type of problem and they are all in need of solution. Let's try to solve from here. Solution to this one. Now, this we just like, I'm having, at this point, I want to be explicit. I mean, just be careful and I'll be jumping some steps. X raised to power 3 all over 3 minus x raised to power 2 all over 2. Don't forget your limit, 3 and 2. Now, and I've told you that upper limit minus what? Here 1, which is our upper limit minus lower limit. Now, my upper limit is just 3. I'll be having 3 all over 3 minus, I have 3 raised to power 2. That is my upper limit. Minus lower limit is just 3 all over 3 minus 2 squared. Can you see upper, lower, which I'll be having 7, which is really 9 minus 9, which I'll be having is 0, which I'll be having, I have 8 and I have 4, which I'll be having 8 minus 12 divided by 3, which I'll be having is 0 minus, here will be 4, yes, I'll be having 4 all over 3, which I'll be having, my answer will be 4 all over 3. Now, that is all about that. Now, this is another one, solution to this problem. Now, at this point, you have to touch some area in trigonometry. Don't forget that my 1 equals to what? Sine squared theta plus cos squared theta. Now, take note of that. I can now as well write this as, now, since my 1 equals to this, with the help of, don't forget, with the help of your Pythagorean, what's the name of this thing? Pythagorean theorem, which I have what? Here will be, this is x and y, cos theta, here will be 1. It means I'll be having, I know that sine squared theta, sine squared theta and what? Cos squared theta. Addition of them equals to what? That. I think I'm not here to prove that, because when you need that, just private chat us. That is another realm entirely. Now, it means I can say that integral of theta of cos theta squared minus bracket of sine squared theta plus cos squared theta bracket all over what? Sine squared theta. With respect of what? The theta. With respect of the theta. Now, what I have here is that this, we cancel this and left with integral of theta with respect of 0. Sorry, this is 0. Okay. Upper and lower limits, which I'll be having minus sine square theta all over sine square theta with respect of what? Theta. Now, this become 1. Now, I'll be having integral of theta is 0 and 1 with respect of theta. Now, if I should integrate this, I'll be having minus theta, which is, I'll be having pi and is 0. Now, upper limit minus lower limit. What is my upper limit? It means minus bracket of upper limit is pi minus what? Is 0. Which is, my pi is this. Which is, I'll be having, my answer become minus pi. My answer become minus pi. Now, that is all about that. This also the same way, which I'll be having my solution in this form. You can open your brackets like this, and x raised to power 5 plus x raised to power 3 plus x with respect of what? The x. Which I'll be having x raised to power 6 all over 6 my plus x raised to power 4 all over 4 plus x raised to power 2 all over 2. Please, there is no constant k at this point. Now, upper limit minus what? Lower limit. You can finish it and get back to us if at all you have any issue. Okay, now if I were you, let me not delay. I think I'll be having 1 6 all over 6 plus 1 4 all over 4 plus 1 2 all over 2. That is my upper limit. Minus lower limit will be minus 1 all over what? Plus minus 1 all over what? Plus minus 1 all over 2. Can you see my upper limit, my lower limit? Which these are even. even. Don't forget that when you have minus 1 powering or minus value powering an even number, it means it will be positive. Please, positive 1. Now, they are all positive. It means this will cancel, this become 0. That is my final answer. Okay, I think I'll be stopping here. Don't forget you are home with Further Solutions Academy. Once again, thanks for watching.